presenting for the physical education. This is now for the teacher of the year. And there are many candidates. We have a lot of discussion. Great outline here.
So that's a tough act to follow.
Yes, it is.
Praise about the socks and
No, Kristen, liberally, Aaliyah, congrats, Kristen, awesome. I'm going to preface this with actually what Kristen opened with. We usually like speak about the person and try to keep you sort of holding tight to see who it is. So you're going to probably try to figure it out as I go. So you're going to hear a lot of yous, and hear a lot of this teacher through this. Before I start to dive into this, this teacher I met on a yard midway, I think it was early January in Mountain View. I didn't know him, he didn't know me, and it's like, where do we start? And as most of you know, it's like, okay, well, I got to pick one or two things, focus in, and let's just try to get him to survive. And then I came back in January, and it was in a portable in Mountain View, and it was an absolute cluster. I was like, this is a joke. What do I do with this guy? Like, I don't know where to begin. And because of him and who he is, and his teachable spirit, and him getting to know me getting to know him, we started to develop a relationship and rapport where we understood each other a little bit better, and started to build this relationship over time. And then he got transitioned into another school with another co-teacher, who many of you know here. And this co-teacher, I don't take much credit for this teacher of the year's development, because I know the co-teacher was a huge part of this teacher's development. So let me just dive into this. So I know you guys are standing and listening a lot, so I'm going to try to get through this thoughtfully. But everything that I'm talking about is about this teacher. So if you get it confused along the way, it's about the teacher I'm talking about. It's about the teacher of the year. And I just discovered these readers. Okay, so you are a conscientious teaching professional who has evolved and continued to ascend in your development. You are a learner who is reflective, interested in continually refining your craft, and cares deeply about student learning. Core values and attributes you embody are selflessness, reliability, trustworthiness, creativity, kindness, compassion, caring, thoughtfulness, and joy. I have observed how you have moved through stages of teacher development. And so if you have an argument later, an opinion, this is how I categorize the 3 stages of the process in teaching. Stage 1, I describe as a teacher who survives. Well, we both have evidence of the first stage and just flat out survival, as many of you in this room, if not all of you, have experienced. What separates this teacher is the positive attitude in which they chose to apply through the survival stage. This teacher's positive attitude has been committed to, what can I do better? Always, how can I get better? How can I improve to refine the lesson experience? What can I do to serve and provide the ideal learning experience and learning environment where students can have fun, learn, and grow? This is where the teacher began to identify and construct the optimal learning environment. Once this was identified, defined, this teacher nurtured through highlighting actions from student behavior and performance that provided specific examples that aligned with the culture being developed and created. As this process gained momentum and consistency, both students and this teacher began to transition out of survival, which hopefully many of you first-year teachers are starting to move past survival now that we're going into the break. Well, why? Why is this happening at this time? Why is he out of survival? Because this teacher now has a mission and a vision that is driven with purpose. The second stage is a teacher who thrives. So we've gone from survival to thriving. This teacher has established a class culture and environment where students know and understand the framework and standards of expectation. This teacher has worked tirelessly in getting to know all team members that play a role in supporting student success and achievement in the school community. This teacher starts with getting to know students, doesn't stop there, gets to know the teachers, doesn't stop there, gets to know the administration. Most of us stop there, not this guy. Now you know it's a male. This teacher gets to know parents, the maintenance staff, and everyone and anyone affiliated. Meaningful relationships and connections go beyond the classroom. The ability to connect on a personal level has developed trust and respect within the community. These critical elements elevate, enhance, and inspire the overall learning experience. He advocates and teaches for inclusivity, teaching students to understand the importance of valuing and celebrating individual differences. And students genuinely demonstrate joy and love through playing, performing, learning, and exploring new opportunities and experiences you design and provide. He's now moved on to this third stage, which I like to call leading. He is moving from thriving into leading, and this is where the magic truly happens. Examples include how the students respond in his teaching environment. Students are self-responsible, self-starters, and learners who are willing to be pushed beyond the comfort zone. The level in which students are learning and leading themselves is wonderful to observe, and you can see the harmony and rhythm in which students operate and execute. You have taken ownership of your professional development. From what you have learned here at Rhythm and Moves to the Teach Now credential program, to Dave Parker being your sidekick for an entire year, you are always willing to support and collaborate with your colleagues. The selfless attitude you demonstrate at weekly meetings, swaps, and professional areas that you have gained much value from. Congratulations. You ensure that all your colleagues and teammates have what they need to strive, which not only makes you a great leader, but a great teammate. These are highlights and examples of the impact it has made on your teaching practice as well as all of those around you. A quote that sums this guy up is, "You must first touch their heart before you can touch their mind." You lead and empower with your heart, which results in students learning with joy and happiness. Thank you for all your service. Thank you for putting up with me and all my feedback. Very direct at times, hopefully sometimes soft, but you've always taken it, reflected, and made adjustments. And I respect you, and continue to lead, continue to be yourself, and continue to be the example. It's my honor to present the 2018 Rhythm and Moves Teacher of the Year Award to Justin Birdsell.
Yeah! All right, Justin! Yeah!
All right, last
Teach Now. He does the Sunday one.
Oh, he's gonna.
I remember my interview with Ann. She put up a PowerPoint and the cones, everything. I knew exactly how to do it, but I really had no clue. I remember working with Dave, showing up with Craig, being late the very first day. The portable scene, he's honest. That was a nightmare. I had no control, and Craig said, like, you need to check yourself, and I still talk to my students about that. We need to reflect every day. Reflect on what you've done. And I've learned so much from everyone in this room, especially Angel. And whether I spend 2 minutes with you, a day with you, months, years, everything means so much to me. I appreciate everything. I love you all. Thank you.
Yeah!